Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Psycho311 here, doing another pickups video because I thought the last one was quite fun. I had a good time with it, and a few of the commenters and people DM'd me and said it was also fun. So I'm gonna do another one. This pickup is not recent. It's older, but I remember all the stuff that I got in the lot, and it was a crazy deal. So I figured I'd share it with you guys because there's cool stuff in this lot. Um, so I'm going to go through it kind of quickly because there's a lot to get to. But first, if you are not a follower, obviously, or a subscriber, hit this. I'm Twitch and YouTube. I'm getting them confused. If you are not a subscriber, please hit the subscribe button because that helps out greatly, and turn on the notifications so that you get when I post another video. And thumbs up, leave a comment, all the stuff that you're supposed to do because I really do enjoy talking with you guys and getting feedback and try to grow the channel and give you guys content that you want to see. And I will try to refrain from hitting the table because the computer is wobbling everywhere, so that's going to be like a little bit of a thing there for a second. So we're going to jump right into this. Okay, I paid Okay, first of all, this lady posted on Facebook Marketplace. There was a couple of random games, but I noticed a PS1 long box, and those are kind of getting a little harder to find. At least for me, I don't see them around too often. And if you do, it's like ones that are worth like $2 or whatever. So, I mean, it's cool to have them just because they are long boxes, but you don't usually come across anything too crazy. And the one in the photo wasn't too crazy, but it's a cool franchise, and I asked about it, only mildly interested, honestly, and she threw out like a crazy cheap price. All right, I was already getting it with the price that she told me. I was picking the few games that were in the lot up. So I asked, "Well, do you have anything else?" And she started sending me pictures of stuff, and I was like, "Whoa, okay, um, yeah, this is great." So I messaged her back and I said, "Hey, what do you want for all of this?" And she said, "Well, it's just kind of sitting around, collecting dust, and nobody messes with it or anything. So, is 40 fair?" "Yes, ma'am. 40 is fair. I'll do 40. Okay, so for $40, this is what I picked up from this. Actually, the lady was quite nice. Also, I'm going to start with there was a couple of PlayStation 1 items in here. I'm going to start with those first. As always, it's going to be shown, in my opinion, of worst to first, worst to best. First, best, same thing. So here's the PS1 stuff that was in the lot. First, and all of these games are in really, really good condition, also, which was kind of surprising for some of these older ones because she even said, like, "Oh, well, these are just, kind of getting kicked around and moved around." And so I was like, "Oh, okay." But then when I got them, I was like, "Man, okay, they're fine." The discs on the disc-based stuff is good, and the manuals are clean, and everything is fine. So I'm gonna get started here. PlayStation 1 first, and it's a black label copy of 007. The World Is Not Enough for the original PlayStation. And I mean, I don't even have to open it up and show you that it's complete because you can see the manual through the case. But yeah. Also, and I don't know. That game doesn't excite me very much, the 007 game. I see them everywhere. And I mean, it's cool to have because I don't think I had one. But, I mean, I'll never play that game. Let's be realistic here. Okay, the next one is a black label copy of Tomb Raider 2 for the PlayStation. Now, keep in mind, guys, these games were everything I'm showing in this video was from the same bundle, and it was $40. Just keep that in mind for when we get to some of the later stuff. Next thing was a copy of Tomb Raider 3 for PlayStation 1. Apparently, somebody in the household was a Tomb Raider fan. Excuse me. Fun fact about me, I have never completed a Tomb Raider, and I believe I only played just a couple of minutes, maybe an hour or two, of the very original one, and I keep hitting the table again. So there's going to be some wobbly stuff going on for a minute, but I'm going to not hit the table anymore. I lie. I'm probably going to hit the table more. Anyway, the next game is Tomb Raider: The Last Revelation for the PlayStation 1. So 4 Tomb Raider games, and that wasn't even all the Tomb Raider games. That was just all of them for the PlayStation 1. And the next game is also a PS1 title, Black Label copy. And this is a game I actually have played and kind of dug, and I'm glad that I have it back. It is a copy of Oddworld Abe's Odyssey. And it's very clean. Like I said, all of these games this lady sold me are super clean games, and the manuals and discs are really nice. And then this is one of the ones that was in the picture, which I'm kind of surprised that other local people around here didn't jump all over this because of this game. And it is in good condition, and it has both of the discs, and those are also in good condition. Has the manual in good condition. It is a Black Label copy of Resident Evil 2. Yeah, I don't understand. I mean, even if it was like the people that like to pick and choose from people's lots, like why nobody hit this lady up about at least Resident Evil 2. And then the next game that I'm going to show you, which was the last PS1 game in the lot, at least this one. I mean, this one's not as valuable as the Resident Evil 2, but it's in the long box. And not even the cardboard like ones that they came out with later, but like the original hard plastic ones that were kind of a bitch to have because they broke constantly. But this one is in good condition. There's not even a crack. I'm going to show you. It is a complete in-box copy of Alien Trilogy for the original PlayStation. There is not a crack or like blemish of any kind on this case at all. And no cracks, no dings, no nothing. Just that little bit of marker right here. But I mean, whatever. So yeah, this is not the most valuable game in the world, but it is a cool long box. I actually like the artwork, and it's a super clean copy. Not even a chip in the case. I remember when I first had my PlayStation, when they first came out with those particular cases, there were like little hunks of plastic all over the place from me like banging them onto the corner of the table or dropping them on the floor. But to see one that intact, that's pretty crazy, I think. Okay, the next thing that I got in this same lot was a couple of Sega Genesis games, and jumping right into those. Man, am I okay? The first one was, and I don't think these are complete. I kind of don't want to dig everything out. Yeah, this does have the manual. It was a copy of The Lion King for the Sega Genesis. I've never actually played this, but I heard this game was quite hard. I believe it was The Lion King. If it was The Lion King where the developer was told to make the game super hard so that kids wouldn't pass the first level or whatever, there was a whole story behind it. If that is the game and you know that and you're watching this video, leave a comment so that I also will know the real answer. But I'm pretty sure that it was the Lion King game. Next up, and it is complete, is a copy of Batman Forever. I've never played this, but I don't know. I feel like I would. It looks okay on the back. The screens look good. Came with everything. I'm not sure what's under the manual. Oh, it's all the registration cards, and I believe is this a poster? Let's take a look and see if this is a poster, because I'm curious. Oh, it's not it is a poster, but it's a just advertisement for a bunch of other Genesis games. But it's pretty clean. Aside from the actual folds that were intended to be in it, like it's a pretty nice poster, which really means nothing, honestly, because who's gonna hang who realistically when you were a kid, look, I'm getting so worked up that my voice is actually cracking. When you were a kid and you opened up a new Super Nintendo game or a Sega Genesis game and they had the posters, like, yeah, you were throwing that on the wall for sure, because I've done it a million times. But if it was a poster like that where it was just advertisements for a bunch of other games, did you guys hang those up? Because I never did. It was like I'm hanging a commercial for Sega on my wall when I could have like some badass artwork from one of the, whatever the cover art for that particular game was, or, something. But no, I don't want to hang a commercial on my wall. So I never hung those up. I just kept those in the box too, or even threw them away. Oh God. I threw a lot of video game boxes away, people. Dumb kid. You don't know that that's going to be worth anything down the line. And I remember when I would get an NES game, I would just rip the cardboard and just rip it apart. because I wanted to play my game. I didn't think like, to me, it was like, hey, the box is worthless. You know, dumb kids. I'm sorry, not all kids are dumb like I was to throw the boxes away. Up next, getting off track here. Up next is this Sonic Classics Collection. Is it called? No, just Sonic Classics. Okay. I've played Sonic the Hedgehog and Sonic the Hedgehog 2. I have not played Mean Bean Machine, nor do I really care to. This one is weird. The manual's in there and the game is here too, but like, why? Is this how the cardboard boxes open? I don't remember. I don't think I ever had one that came in cardboard. But it seems like these would be much harder to maintain. And apparently it was, because this is from that same lady who where everything else is pristine, and it looks like they have struggled with this one a little bit. But it's cool. I like the Sonic games, and the box is cool to have regardless. So, and then the last Genesis cart that was in that lot was loose, and there's a little bit of label damage, but it's a game that I've seen go for a couple bucks, and I don't remember if it was the SNES version or the Genesis version, but it's a copy of The Adventures of Batman and Robin. I don't remember if this, and like, yeah, there's a Game Exchange sticker on the back, and you got some label damage here, and the top of it isn't too pretty either. But I mean, you know, like I said, this was in a $40 lot that only gets better from here. So okay, and this is the next system that I have the games for. And when she showed me the pictures of these, I was already in. But then when she showed me the last two things, the last two pictures that she had, that's like, that put it way over the top for $40. So I'm gonna go through these, and this is Sega Dreamcast games. Crazy, no Dreamcast system, no controllers, no other kind of peripherals land, or well, one peripheral that I will get to because I did get it. Um, but it was weird because there was this one peripheral and then like a bunch of games, but no system. But that's okay. I'll take the games. I'm cool with that. So here's the Dreamcast games that are, in my opinion, from worst to best here. First of all, we have a copy of Metropolis Street Racer. Yeah, there we go. Metropolis Street Racer. I've never tried that. I do kind of dig racing games, so maybe one day I'll throw it in. Oh, I don't think I have a Dreamcast anymore. I used to. I need to get another one. They're not too expensive, honestly. Sega Smash Pack Volume 1. I've never tried this either. And you can even see, like, just from the video there, that these cases are nice. You know what I mean? No cracks, no nothing. The manuals are decent, which I've mentioned before. But it's kind of crazy to me that these people can hang on to this stuff for so long and not like have a broken piece of case or like a page missing out of the manual. I mean, because the people that sold it they're not like super big collectors or enough. They said this stuff was just sitting in the closet. So it's not like they went out of their way to try to make it perfect. It just worked out that way. And this is the other Tomb Raider game that was in that lot too. So there were 5 Tomb Raider titles, but this is for the Dreamcast. It's Tomb Raider Chronicles. I've never played this game. Like I said, I've never played a lot of the Tomb Raider games. I played the first one of the reboot out of that trilogy that came out not that long ago. I played the first one for a little while, but I never finished that either. And it's crazy because it was fun. I thought it was great. I liked the fighting and stuff. I just never finished it. Up next, and this is the Sega All Stars version of this, but whatever. This game is pretty dope. I played it on the Xbox 360 arcade back in the day. That was my first experience with it. I wasn't even aware that this was like an old school, like N64 and a Dreamcast and like PlayStation game. But it's a copy of Hydro Thunder, the Sega All Stars version, which I believe that's like their version of Greatest Hits or whatever. So, I mean, that does bring it down a little bit, but whatever. As a matter of fact, in some cases, the Greatest Hits, I've seen the Greatest Hits version go for more than the actual original sometimes. That seems weird to me, but I have seen it on price charting. Um, Blue Stinger. I heard this was like a kind of like a survival horror game. I don't know much about it. Had never even heard of this game honestly until I got it in this lot. But I see like a weird face with glowing red eyes on there, so and a dude holding a gun, and he looks pretty stern. So yeah, I looked into it, and it was like kind of like a survival horror. I guess they said, but it didn't. I don't know. They said it wasn't too great, but like I said, I had never heard of it. I've never owned it before. I've never known anyone that had it, so having it is pretty dope, I guess. Up next is a copy of Nightmare Creatures 2. I've heard of this game, never played it, never played the original, but I thought it was pretty cool that it was in this bundle just because I like horror stuff. So, oh, and it said music by Rob Zombie. Not a huge zombie fan, but I mean, that's cool. And it definitely fits horror games like his music, so it's probably pretty cool. I don't know. You guys have ever played Nightmare Creatures? Let me know, and let me know if that Rob Zombie soundtrack is cool. And we got three more Dreamcast games. The House of the Dead 2. I played this game in the arcades. I've never played a home version of it. There's not a whole lot you can say about this game. Cool. I like this game. And then this was one of the, and I saw the picture where I was like, oh man, that's crazy. Code Veronica. Resident Evil Code Veronica. Not greatest hits, not all-stars, whatever the heck it's supposed to be. But this, man, and it is in such good shape. It's cool to have this. I have never played Code Veronica. I love Resident Evil, but there's a bunch of them I haven't played. But it is cool to own this. It is getting more expensive, I believe. I haven't checked it in a while, but I certainly know that I probably wouldn't want to pay the price that they're asking for it. And the last one, which I didn't even know, it was in here, and I'm like, oh, cool, that's a Sega franchise. I did not know that it was as valuable as it was, but now that I do, it means nothing because it still sits on my shelf, and I'm not trying to sell it. So, but it's a cool piece to have. I like having games that are, a little more top shelf, honestly. Who doesn't? But it is a copy of Sonic Adventure 2. Yeah, guys, this was a $40 lot, and the last, 3 or 4 games that I've shown exceed that by themselves. And, of course, that Resident Evil 2 from before. That's crazy. So those are all the games. Those are the games I got in this lot. I got 2 more things to show that was also in this $40 lot. And the first thing was the Dreamcast peripheral I mentioned earlier. It is the Starfire lightsaber for Sega Dreamcast. Until this lady, at first I told her I wasn't interested in this because I thought this was something for the PC. Until I read the box and it said for Dreamcast, and I was like, oh wait a minute, hang on, I might, yeah. I've never heard of this, so it's cool to have, and you know what? It's been a while. Wait a minute. Oh, okay. I was like, man, I feel like it might have been sealed for a second, but it's not. But yeah, I mean, check it out. Has all the paperwork. I'm not going to tear the whole thing apart, but it has all the paperwork and stuff in there. And yeah, so that was a cool little find. I have never heard of it. I think I looked it up when I first got it, and I don't remember being that impressed by the number, I guess, because I don't remember what it was. So I'm not, like I said, I like to look up the values just for my own personal enjoyment, not because I'm a reseller or I'm trying to get rid of any of this stuff. I just do it because it's a part of the hobby, and a part of the reason that the hobby is fun, in my opinion. And here's the last thing that was in this lot for $40. We have here a complete in box, I believe, Gen 2 Sega Genesis Core System. I mean, that's crazy. Box is in good shape. I guess aside from a little bit of wear here on the corner, and it kind of looks like the flap here, or on this side, the flap is getting a little crazy. But aside from that, I'm going to open this up only because it's pretty crazy how this actually is. I don't usually pull the stuff out, but I feel like I kind of have to for this one. First of all, look, it has every single aspect of the box that actually came with the system. And then, excuse me. And then, it has an original 3-button controller thrown in. but it has the other one too, and the power cords. And I'm not going to tear all that stuff out, but you can take a look here. Now, aside from the 3-button controller, which clearly didn't come with this, it was thrown in the box because she had it. The stuff all still, the paperwork is still in the bags. I'm spilling it everywhere, I know, but I'll get it. There's the Genesis. Everything is still in the bags. Everything is still in like ridiculous condition. Yeah, I'm gonna throw it on the floor now. But yeah, so $40. $40 for all of that stuff. That the Resident Evil 2, the long box aliens, the all the awesome Dreamcast games. I don't know what this lady was thinking. Well, you know, I do know what she was thinking. She was thinking she doesn't know what it is. So, and that's fine. Yeah, so that's gonna do it for this video. It's only 20 minutes today. I'm gonna try to get them shorter, uh, just so that I can post more. But yeah, thanks for watching. I appreciate it. If you watching this and are not a subscriber, hit the subscribe button so we can keep this kind of content rolling. And I hope that a little fun, couple of laughs, me knocking the table around, hitting the camera or the mic. That's not a camera. And showing you some cool stuff that I have in my collection. I'll be back in a couple of days with a new video. I'm not exactly sure what I'm going to do yet, but I'm thinking about switching up the content a little bit. Just because I have so many different interests. So if you are not a subscriber, hit the subscribe button, turn on your notifications so that you know when I post something new, and be sure to thumbs up the video and leave a comment because I want to hear feedback. Constructive criticism, whatever you think. Maybe you have a cool story about something that you have in your collection. Maybe you want to answer one of the questions I asked, which I don't even remember what they were at this point, but that's fine. But yeah, guys, I have a great time doing these, and I hope you have a great time watching them. And with that being said, now it is time to go back there. Let me see. Not back to the fridge, back into the other room because the Twitch stream is going to be starting soon. And I'm only mentioning that because now I'm going to plug that. Come hang out with me on Twitch. Throw me a follow on there. Chat with me. That'd be great. Get some people in my chat. Get some people. Get some views. That'd be a great time. It always is with the people that show up. I'm in the process of doing Undertale now, so I'll probably be playing more of that. Man, I can't even speak. Gee whiz. Doing Undertale again. I'm going to probably beat that game. It's not too long. Not tonight, but I'm going to play it till I beat it because it's not that long. And yeah, come hang out with me on Twitch. Throw a follow. And if you are on Twitch also, let me know and I will throw you a follow. And we'll just be one big, giant, amazing community. Not that it isn't now, because for the most part it is. But yeah, guys, I hope to see you there. And that is twitch.tv/psycho311. And yeah, come hang out. Hope to see you soon on Twitch. And you will see me very soon back on YouTube with some more content similar to this. Some nostalgic shit. And just a few things. A few things I have planned. So, thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time. Peace.